ladies and gentlemen.
Ew, I heard that in your throat. I was like,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of My Mama Done Told Me. I am your host, Jeff Kolaski, here with the co-host, Lauren, the
Hi.
sister. She's right there.
That's
And the throw host.
Throw host?
What's a
What's a throw host?
Co-host and a throw
co-host
host.
and a throw host? I don't know.
A co-host.
Coco host. We got the Coco house.
The co-host.
That's
You
my
sound like Caden when you say that. Co-host.
the Coco house. My mom. Hi, mom.
Hey.
Hey,
The mama
she's not
in-
just your mom.
She's Jeff's mama cat. She has been
Oh,
for
I know,
years
but
now.
whatever. Okay. I'm just joking.
I am.
Welcome to our show. This show, we sit down right here in this arena, unless mom's in Texas and then she's in her arena. And we talk about stuff. Whatever we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Whatever we're going to talk about.
What are you going to talk about?
It's a concerted effort
weird
to sit together and discuss things.
Right.
Yeah.
Be intentional
That's
with
right.
your stuff.
That's right.
Yep.
And if you have to stick to a schedule, then that makes it that much easier to.
Yeah, but we're not sticking to the schedule today.
Well,
It's not Thursday.
But you make up it.
You make
You
up
don't
it.
let it go
we
for
can be a bit flexible.
a bit.
It could
Flexible.
flexible.
You can be
A bit flexible.
a bit flexy. Okay. Well,
Well,
this is Monday night. Normally we record on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
So this episode comes out on a Monday night or Monday day, but not the Monday day that we recorded day.
no, it's going to be a long time ago. I mean,
Long time from now.
yeah, that's what I meant.
So welcome to the future, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay.
Long. What was that? Cadenism. Something long day. Sometime long day. What was that?
So for our listen,
Time's long day.
What was it?
all the times long day.
All times long day.
For our listeners, Lauren's son Caden has the best little like phrases.
Cadenisms.
We call them Cadenisms.
Someday we'll do an episode on that.
Yeah, we need to bring him here
If
to
he
do that
needs
episode.
to be here.
I honestly think that Time's Long Day was not Caden.
Really?
Oh.
I think he learned it from somebody else.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Well, there's a lot of good ones though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is.
we got some.
But that happened to be one that somebody else actually thought, an adult person actually thought.
Put him on blast. Who is it? Oh,
I figured that. Immediately figured it
He was
Josh.
singing it all the Times Long Day. I'm like, that is not how that song goes at all.
what's the song?
All the Times Long Day.
Can't
Oh, all the
Yeah.
live long day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know
Can't you
that.
hear the whistle
blow
blow?
away.
Yeah. Dinah, won't you blow your
Dinah,
horn?
won't you blow? Dinah,
Yeah.
won't you blow?
Dinah,
won't you blow your
It sounds like a
Your
Caden,
horn.
but Caden said it all the time too, because
All
that's
times
what.
long day.
Yeah.
He didn't really think
All
that.
times long day.
He thought that?
No. Yes, absolutely. He made. I had to Google it to prove him wrong. Yeah,
That's the best way to prove people wrong is
I know.
Googling it.
I know. Like
I'm
read
gonna
it and weep.
let me text this to you and then I'm gonna walk away.
Google all the times long day. I
My
bet
God.
you anything, nothing comes up.
Maybe this episode because it'll be
Maybe.
transcribed.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
It's transcribed.
I should definitely bleep his name out though.
Okay.
That's like 4 or 5 bleeps.
I know.
All right. I'm just gonna cut that whole part out then.
I'm kidding. You don't have to.
Oh, okay. No one knows who that is.
I don't care.
And even if they do, it's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Lauren, what do you do for a living?
I am a quality assurance manager at a medical staffing agency. Yeah. What do you do?
I just got a promotion. I'm the vice president of operations and facility services.
That was
Wow.
crazy.
Like exact like octave.
I know. You could hear it like,
We never even rehearsed
no,
that.
we didn't.
I'm gonna in post production, I'm gonna make that really long. It's just,
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, with our perfect pitch.
It was.
pitch perfect. At an
She's my
aerospace
clone.
museum.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Mom, what do you do for a living?
I'm retired.
What did you do for a living?
Well, I had I had a lot of different jobs, but for the most part, when I was at what you would call the working world, where I was actually getting a paycheck from an employer, it would have to do with bookkeeping and accounting, that type of thing,
Yep.
payroll, all that,
Yeah.
accounts
math.
receivable, account pay. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, you did?
I did. I was an office manager for a psychiatrist for 10 years, which involved all those things and more.
Yeah. Our topic today is what did you want to be when you grew up? Before we start,
Yeah.
are any of us doing what we wanted to do when we grew up?
No.
No.
I think there's things that I do in my personal life that I wanted to do when I grew up, but it, you know, when you ask what did you want to be when you grew up, that's usually
I
like
mean-
a job or a, you know,
Yeah, it's like policeman or
right.
rock star
Yep.
or something.
You know,
Not
I-
like Air and Space Museum vice president
Right.
of operations.
Yeah. Although that's probably, you know, of all the things that at least has a cool,
Yeah,
like, you
that's
know,
true.
you could see someone going, I want to work at a museum and be a, you know, maybe not
Yeah.
exactly
Or
what
I
I
want
do,
to work
but-
in an
curator or
aeronautical, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, there you are.
Yeah.
So,
You know, when we're younger, we have big dreams. We have dreams of what we want to do. And, you know, it kind of almost breaks my heart a little how few people, you know, follow those dreams. But some people do. And, you know,
Well, and I feel like, like in my instance, when I grew up, I realized that is not a good job for me. What I wanted to be,
yeah.
I would not have been. I mean, I probably could have been good at it, but
Yeah.
it doesn't match my personality.
Right. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a good fit for me. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom,
Yes,
can we
sir.
start with you?
sure.
What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were a kid? And did it change as you got a little older and like, did it,
Yeah,
was
I
it
think
one
it-
thing when you were maybe, let's say elementary school and then change in middle school and then up to high school and
Well,
so
I think
forth?
I think that in elementary school, I wanted to be a teacher,
Yeah.
and I did the thing with all the dolls and you know stuffed animals on the
played
wall,
school.
and I did play school all the time. I have vivid memories of playing school with all of my toys.
I
and
have
I loved
vivid
it.
memories of playing school with that
Yeah, with Lauren.
sister over
Yeah,
there,
I love that.
being forced to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I thought I wanted to be a nurse. Mm-hmm. And
You would have been a good nurse.
I think I would
Yeah,
have been
I
a good
think you would
teacher
have been
and a
too.
good nurse. I think
Well, you
I
kind
teach
of are a
now. I
teacher.
am a
Yeah.
teacher now. I do teach now a little bit, but I didn't like science and chemistry and all of that. And so when I got into high school and figured out I was terrible at, I mean, I'm okay with arithmetic. When I did bookkeeping, that was all
Right.
the beginning of the computer world, and you know, just regular math. I can do that, but algebra and geometry and chemistry and physics and all that stuff, I was not into that. So nursing went right out the tubes.
Yeah.
And then I thought, I think as I got more into high school, it was just like, I just want to get out of here,
Yeah.
and I don't care what I do. So I started working at a bank then, and I was a bank teller, and I really loved that because again, that was arithmetic too, counting and you know doing all this stuff with the money. And again, that was the beginning of the computer age, and
Right.
you know, kind of fell right into that and stayed with numbers almost all of my working
Yeah.
professional kind of life. But I didn't go to college, so
Yeah.
I didn't want to be any kind of a professional other than what I was.
Yeah, just
So, yeah.
kind of work at
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I did
you
like
have anything outside of work that you wanted to be when you grew up? Did you have any goals or any dreams of?
Oh, you mean like music or, you know, being an
Anything.
actor? I
Open
always
that-
wanted to kind of be an actress, but I had such stage fright.
Oh, okay.
I mean, all through high school, I could not stand in front of a crowd, and my knees would just, all through high school, if I had to stand up and say anything in class, my knees were shaking and sweating, and, you know, I couldn't hardly breathe.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until probably when you kids were really little that I finally got over that for some reason. And actually, it was there was a reason. Was a church thing, and I just prayed about it, and I just felt like I got a calm feeling, and I feel like the Lord just said, "Hey, it's okay. You can do this," and I did, and ever since then, I haven't been afraid.
And once you
to
do
get
it
up
once, it gets easier.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was just like,
Ever thought
oh,
about taking acting classes now?
no,
Why not?
I don't.
You're gonna move to LA
There might.
or go be in a theater troupe.
Yeah.
No,
That'd be
thanks. I like my sewing room. I'm fine in my sewing room.
Okay.
Do you remember when me and Jessica Lopez went and tried out for that play?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but it
I don't
was
either.
fun.
Okay, so did you always want to be a mother?
Oh yeah, I always wanted to be a mom and a wife. I wanted to be married and have kids. Yeah. And back to the acting, I just thought of
Okay.
something. When my dad
Enough
always,
about the kids.
No,
Let's
no,
talk about
we'll get back to the kids. But this was a funny thing about the acting, because when I was a little girl, like 3, my dad would tell a story about when we were in Minnesota, and I came up to my grandma's, the old swinging screen doors, and I came up the screen door, and there was a big spider, and I just screamed my head off, and And Dad said, "Oh, I wish I would have had the camera." And I said, "That's okay. I can do it again." And I did.
That's awesome.
Go get the camera.
And they went and got the camera, and they got the picture of me screaming at the spider.
I want that picture.
Funny, I do too.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know where
funny.
that is, but yeah. That was kind of funny. But yeah, I always wanted to be a mom, and I think we talked about that in a different episode where
You
I
struggled.
really kind of struggled with that, and kind of thought maybe I'd never have any, and now I have
glad
you.
you did.
I
Here
am
we
too.
are.
Here we
Yay.
is.
We could probably do another woohoo.
Yeah, I mean, we could try, but it will never get
would
it
never-
All right,
again.
ready?
So
This is our pitch right
is it?
here. Right here.
okay.
All right, ready?
Okay. You guys did it longer than I did. We might have had a little harmony there.
It was
Yeah.
a little.
I heard a little bit of
It wasn't
harmony.
as good as last time.
No.
It'll never be as good as that.
You said,
Very
"Here's
But
our
cool.
pitch."
yeah, that was
Right
fun. So
here.
I'm not really doing what I thought I wanted to do.
Besides
But
being a
although
mom.
and teaching, I do teach other women how to sew and how to do quilting things, and that I enjoy that. And as far as I know, everybody likes it.
Yeah.
Likes me as a teacher, and we have a good time. So yeah. And I wouldn't want to be a teacher in elementary or high school today.
No. Heck. No. Heck.
It was way different when I was playing teacher. I
Right.
had a very structured classroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, your students couldn't talk.
Yeah, they did not talk back.
And when they did, they got the ruler.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Lauren, how about you? What did you want to be when you grew up? And
Well,
how
when
did
I-
that change as you.
Yeah, when I was real little, I was same as mom. I wanted to be a teacher, and you kind of bore the brunt of that. Sorry,
Yeah, I did. Yep.
but you loved it.
I only loved it because most of the time when you
There's a trade-off.
there was a trade off, you were like, we'll watch, Ninja
We
Turtles.
can do
or
something else
Yeah.
after this. Like, or if I do this with you, then you're gonna play school with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Manipulation.
Yeah, you and Andy.
Yep.
DJ never was talked into it. He was a little
No.
too old, though.
Yeah. And he. Never mind.
No, he didn't do anything anybody told him to do.
Nope. Yes.
he-
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think, and I, like mom was saying, that is a terrible fit for me. I can't handle most children that are
Right.
not mine or that don't live with me
Right.
at least part of the time. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
They drive me nuts.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't think I could. Don't put me in charge of like 20 children. That would be.
I
I
could
don't have the
see-
patience. I don't think.
I could see you if you were like interested enough in a certain topic. I could see you maybe being like a college professor.
Yeah,
or something
college
like
I was
that.
gonna
would
say,
be
or teaching
different.
adults, teaching college age kids
But
or adults.
kids, high school, no, thank you.
Yeah, when you say teacher, you almost automatically think,
Think little.
Right.
little kid or up to
Yeah.
high school
Yeah.
because that's our normal.
But some people are like so good at it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like their calling, and it's what they're born to do, and I think it's really great.
And that's a
the
good thing.
same with
Yeah.
people who nurses and stuff. I never wanted to be a nurse, but goodness gracious, thank goodness people want to do that, because
Yeah.
people like me, I don't think I could. But that brings me to, so then after teacher came EMT. I wanted to be an EMT
my.
for a second. And I remember I had to write a paper about what I wanted to be when I grew up.
I think I kind of remember that a
And
little bit.
I was going to do it on being an emergency medical technician. And I researched it and I thought, I can't do this. So I switched my paper and started writing about being a set designer.
Oh,
And that
yeah,
was
I
what I
remember,
wanted to
that's
be for
right.
a while, was a set designer. I wanted to do it for like theater and movies
Yeah.
and like,
you would have been good
I
at that.
remember
I think I would
that.
have been good at
Yeah,
that.
you would have.
We should
But
start.
is it like lucrative as, like I can't imagine that.
Can we
there's a
start a
need for that
traveling
many?
theater company?
Yes.
Oh, and
where
I'll
you
be in the
act,
Yeah,
Actors.
I'll make the sets.
I'll build the stuff and like
And we do the
logistic-
sound.
Yeah.
and I'll do the costuming and the set design.
Yeah, there you go.
Now we just need to
We need more actors.
more actors.
Unless
Okay.
it's
That
a
could be a
one-woman
one-woman
show.
show.
My mama done told me podcast at gmail.com.
Mom is all the characters.
Yeah.
She's like, hold on real quick, I gotta go change.
Take off the wig.
Yeah.
Put on the wig.
Okay.
And
Set
then
designer.
yeah. So that was a big one for a while. And then I wanted to be an esthetician, and I actually did that for a little bit, but the timing was a little off on that, where people weren't really, the self-care thing hadn't really hit yet. I feel like it was.
My air conditioner just kicked on.
Oh, okay.
So we're in the season where we're going to be hearing that.
Okay. I just wasn't
unfortunately.
sure what that was. Okay. But yeah, so I went to school for aesthetics and did it for a little bit, not very long. And it just was hard because it was all,
Pimple popping.
well, not only that, it was all commission. I
Right.
think I got paid $8 an hour for the first like 3 months.
And
And
this
then
was
after that,
in-
this was in the year 2001-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were buying moms gift cards for stuff like that, but people weren't really taking care of their skin on a
Well,
regular
and they would
basis.
come one time and then not
yeah,
come
and
back.
then not come back.
And
They
it was
didn't
a
want
constant.
repeat.
It was a constant marketing thing for her personally.
Well,
which-
and I have a thing where it's like if I'm not automatically good at it, not that I wasn't good at it, but like if I don't automatically have like a huge like following or something, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I did so well at Gordman's, because I moved up the ladder there fairly quick. And also at the place that I'm at now,
Right.
I was there for a couple years and they promoted me. And then, and I kept getting feedback that I was doing well. And that fed my, and
You're to keep going.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I ended up where I am now. But I didn't do the aesthetics thing for very long.
Yeah.
It was only.
What about other stuff? Like same question as mom. Other stuff besides like work related, like for a career. Like okay, you end up doing QA for medical staffing, and
Yeah, I always wanted to
other
be a
stuff.
writer. I
Okay.
always wanted to be a published author. Which, I mean, it's never too late.
Nope.
So hopefully, I've been dabbling in
Yeah.
some short story writing, and
you had some things
I had
published, right?
I
It
had
was
one
online publication.
Yeah, I had one
Yeah.
story published online.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't. It's not like I sold it or anything, but it was. I submitted it, and they said we'd like to
Yeah.
publish it in our Halloween issue or whatever, and so that was cool. And then I've been kind of dabbling in the gosh, I don't know what the correct word for it is. It's like a contest kind of where there's
Competition.
parameters, and then you have to submit a story, and then it gets judged, and then if you
Yeah.
get on to the next level, then
Yep.
and then
Yeah, they do
somebody
those for
eventually wins.
short films, and they do
Yeah.
them for like writing and things like that.
Yeah. So I think that was really something. And then being a mom too. Yeah, I feel like I always wanted to be a mom, even though I didn't really know what that all entailed.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's a lot harder than it looks.
Too late now. We gotta
Yeah.
do it.
Well, it's kind of over now.
Yeah, it is.
Now I'm a dog mom.
Yeah.
Yes,
Recently.
you
Yeah.
are a dog
Well,
mom.
Trixie.
I'm still on maternity leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still on maternity leave. That's funny.
You know, for me, growing up, I think mine shifted a lot. I know that when I was very young, I know that I wanted to be a soldier
Oh yeah.
all day.
Well,
Mostly because my older brother Brian was in the army from the time. I mean, I was
you were
6,
really little.
7, 8 when he was in the army.
Yeah.
And he would pass down
Uniform.
old fatigues and things like that, and we'd wear them. And I thought there was nothing cooler because you watch the movies and all that. As I grew up, I went like away from that for a long time, and then I joined the military. So that changed. But I didn't become a soldier. I became a sailor, which was very different from what I envisioned in my head when I was a little kid. But anyway, I know I went through a time, when I was in elementary school where I too wanted to be a nurse. And I think that was because I don't know if it was me breaking my arm
I think it was.
or what, but I remember there was a male nurse, and for whatever reason, when you say nurse, for a lot of people it goes straight to female, right?
Right.
I don't know why that is.
I don't either. For me,
Media-
I mean, it used to be,
Because
but for me now,
historically,
I work with
historically
so
they-
many male nurses.
Yeah.
But historically, they were women.
Right.
I mean, before even before my
Right. Yep.
generation.
And I think as a kid, that was just, you watch cartoons or whatever happens. But I had a male nurse that was very kind and, just was very good. And I remember thinking like, I could do that. So I wanted to do that for a while. That went away. I think I could have done it, if I wanted to do the
Yeah.
schooling. and
Yeah,
have that.
it's
But
expensive. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
yeah, but I have no desire to do that anymore. When I got into high school, things changed career wise a little bit. I remember I had no idea. I remember just
know.
not
Just
knowing.
wanted to be done.
I just
and
wanted to
not-
be done with high school. Me too. I remember taking one of those classes or those tests in high school.
Aptitude.
Yeah, where they say what you might be good at or what, so they ask you all these questions. What do you enjoy? How are you with this, that, and the other? And I remember it came back with like an airline pilot.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah. But I didn't really, nothing ever, I guess I considered it, quote unquote, for a little bit, thinking like maybe that would be something I would be interested in just because it popped up on the thing. But that's not something that really interests me, So I think that's really, with career wise, that's the only thing that I never really had.
You wanted to be a rock star. You wanted to be a band.
That's the other side
Oh,
of it.
gotcha.
I've said a lot in this episode,
fine.
and I keep hearing myself do
I don't
it.
even hear it.
What are you hearing?
Nothing.
When I say
I am not even noticing it.
But I don't think that I had very many career goals as a kid.
I didn't really
There
either.
wasn't anything career that
Yeah.
I thought.
Is that
that's
what
it-
pushed you toward the Navy?
It's a big part of it,
Yeah.
yeah. Because when I was 12 and I started playing the drums, that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's all I could think. There was nothing else. It was, yeah, I understand. Mom keeps telling me, or her parents or adults teachers keep telling
Can't
me,
make any money.
like it's really rare that you're gonna, let me just squash your dreams. But
Oh, I know. We didn't mean to do it that.
I know.
It was just that you got to
no,
know how
you
many.
at least never told me you can't do that.
Yeah.
You said do that
And
and
Yeah, I
have
did.
something else. And I tried a few things after high school. I went to college for a little bit. I took some photography classes, thinking that
Right.
maybe I would be. But it was always creative.
You were a good photographer too, by the way.
I don't know about that.
You were.
And but it always came back to, I want to play music. I want to play music. I want to play music. And then I had a time where I thought, okay, I got a job at a really crappy warehouse, and that kind of
that was awful.
Yeah, that made me think, okay, I need to do something. So I tried to get into trades. I started doing electrician
that.
work for a while. I was working as an apprentice, going to school for that for a bit. Hated it. I mean, I like that I know that stuff now, but I didn't like it, and that's why I joined the Navy. When I thought, okay, here
I
I
gotta
am.
do something.
Here I am, 22 at the time, working at Whole Foods in the produce department, going, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. And I joined the military. And like I've said before, that's what I consider to be the beginning of my adult life, was the military. And, you know, I still played some music and all of that, but that dream kind of went away as I fell into my career that I'm in now, which, you know, I
But
think
you
is-
went to college too. I mean, you need to point out that
I
you
did,
did
yeah.
get your degree.
Yeah, after the Navy, I did go to college for 4 years and have my bachelor's degree, because I had some thoughts about maybe wanting to get into the like mental health world. So I have a bachelor's in psychology, which doesn't really do much, but
But it's
You've got it.
done.
it's there.
But you did it, yeah.
So that's what I wanted to be, and I still guess I don't know what I want to be besides what I'm doing, which I'm happy
grow
with.
Up.
Yeah.
I thought for a while when I was when I was around 50 years old, I thought I might like to become a vet tech.
Yeah.
And I even did the research. Mm-hmm. It's almost as expensive
It's
to
real
do that as
Yeah.
it is to become a veterinarian.
Right.
Like, oh my goodness, it's not as easy as I thought.
No.
So I ended up wimping out on that, not doing it. But
Yeah, there's a lot of things I think that I've considered, you know, even I've considered, I wanted to write too. I've started
me too.
like
I
three
like writing
different
too. Yeah.
stories and
Yeah.
just never kept going. And I think
Yeah.
it'd be really cool to be published.
I just
but
get really bored. That's why I think short stories is where it's at for me.
this is going to shock you, but I overanalyze it.
Oh, what? Seriously?
Yeah.
So
Really,
do
you?
I, actually.
Yeah, where I get too caught up in trying to make the details all line up, and then it gets to where it's overwhelming. and-
Yeah. That's why I really, you might be really good at that microfiction too. It's like a puzzle, you know, where you have to
Yeah.
fit it into the
Parameters.
yeah, into the box
Challenge
or
or
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah, it is a challenge because when you only have 100 words to work with, every word has to mean, it all has to work. It all has to do something for the story. And it's really difficult, but it's kind of fun because you can do it in an afternoon.
Yeah.
You don't have to take 6 months to do it.
Right. Yeah.
And that's when they have those contests and stuff. It's kind of fun, even though you have to pay $26 or whatever, but it's like, it's kind of fun to get feedback on it. I don't know.
Yep.
I
That's
like it.
cool.
To
Yeah.
to answer the question that you guys answered
Oh, yeah,
about
about the-
parenthood and whatnot, I didn't. I had no dreams of being. I don't even think I really ever even thought about being a husband or a father. I mean, I think when I was younger, I assumed that would be a thing, but I didn't. It wasn't until I met my wife, who had, you know, kids already, and that I thought, yeah, this is something that I would want to do and could do, and hopefully I'm doing an okay job at. But that was never something before that I thought that I wanted. So-
Yeah,
but I feel grateful. So
that's good.
most of the time.
I never thought that I'd be a dog mom.
I knew I was going to be a good mom.
You did?
I did, because I was not going to be like my mom.
Oh yeah, that's incentive for sure.
If I can be the exact opposite of my mom,
That is
then I'm gonna
incentive
do
for
I
sure
learned
to be
so much about motherhood from my own
of
mother.
what not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So we want to know from our listeners, what did you want to be when you grew up? Listener, dearest listener of
There's
ours.
just one listener.
Eye
Is that Nick?
contact. Ooh.
What did our listeners want to be when they grew up? That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
If you want to tell us, you can email us at
My mama done told me podcast at gmail.com.
correct. Or you can get on
Or-
our social medias. You can
Yeah.
find links to all those in our
Shoy Noits.
Joy noise.
Ooh, that was
That
awesome.
was sour.
shower.
bad
Oh,
one.
we should just stop trying.
So soury.
Sorry.
Soury Patch Kids.
Yum.
Anyway, we hope you keep your minds open and be kind to each other. This has been My Mama Done Told Me. I'm Hefe. That's
I am urine.
urine. Oh my god.
I didn't mean urine.
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 And I'm Mama Cat.
Oh, she's Mama Cat. I'm Lauren.
Mama Cat.
I'm not
That's-
urine. Don't call urine. I don't like that.
No.
I
All
said
right.
it, not you.
See you next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Love you.
Oh yeah, love you.
Love you. I'll just put this down here.
What could we say that's fun about Jeff while he's gone?
What is it? Favorite what?
I don't know. Jeff's gone. We could say whatever we want about him,
Yeah.
but I guess we won't.
Can't think of anything to say.
Me either.
We can do this. Does that record?
It's recording. I don't know
No,
if
I
it
mean, do
records.
those sounds record?
Probably.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sleepy.
tired.
What sounds were you asking if
This. The
This sound? Does it?
that's the loudest thing on the microphone?
Quit talking with your hands.
If our sound levels are like here throughout the whole thing,
And it goes,
if you do that, you see it.
Jeez.
oops.
Well, it's right on the microphone.
Oops.
The microphone. I want to get those the like silent move ones. Those are nice, but
They're expensive.
Well, we have to have
expensive.
we need a sponsor or two.
Yeah,
We need a sponsor too, is right.
we need people to listen to our show before they sponsor us.
Yeah, that's true too.
But
We just got to get some shows under our belt, I think.
I also don't really care that much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. So what are we talking about today? What are we talking about today?
What do we talk about today?
What are we talking about today?
Okay.
I already know what I'm talking about today.
You do? You've already got it figured out?
Okay. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Yep.
Let's get this party started.
Services. 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 Services.